Well, it's been a couple days. That's my dog. Alrighty, Kiwi, you're gonna have to kind of be quiet now. Hopefully. Shit, really? You were fine. Alright, hold on. Alrighty, it's been a couple days. The paint has been allowed to dry, as you can see. And as I was painting it, we kind of I kind of foresaw a little problem here that we didn't catch before. If you want to come on in here, we noticed that our three-way turnout was on one of our major block intersections that separates from one section of my bench work to the other. So Ed and I, we had to do a little collaboration or corroboration, or however you want to put it, and we had to move the three-way turnout up a little bit and put in a little straight piece. And then what we're going to do is slice the little section in half, so if I ever have to remove this, those two pieces come apart. So not that big of a deal, a little bit of adjustment on the track over here, but it'll still work out. No big deal. Did I forget anything yet?
Nope. I think we're ready to start laying down the underlayment, if you want to talk about that.
Okay, yes, the road bed underlayment. I chose a foam. I chose Woodland Scenic's foam road bed here, just because I like working with foam. There are a few manufacturers out there with two different types of road bed. One is cork, one is foam. Okay, there really is no major difference between the two. It's more personal preference, but they're more or less used for sound deadening, you know, so you don't hear this when the train goes by, and gives it a nice prototypical look when you put your ballast onto the train tracks. You know, you've been walking alongside train tracks and you see the little slopes on both sides. Well, this is what this represents. Just like with the cork or the foam, it comes with a little seam right down the edge of it, right down the center. You cut that, and you're actually able to form corners. As you see, I'm doing that, it bunches up. I kind of started over here to see what it would look like, and I got a little bit of a piece already laid down to kind of indicate where we're going to start. And as you can see, a little bit of foam glue and a few straight pins, and it's just as easy as that. So I guess these are all the tools we're going to really have to need. We got stick pins, of course, a little bit of a trowel here to kind of spread it around there. Of course, you can't forget your whole trusty knife. And what we chose to use is just a fast drying silicone caulk tube.
Latex.
Latex. Oh, this is a latex. What did I say? Silicone?
You say so.
Yeah, it's got to be a latex. It's got to be a water base, because the type of chemicals that are in it, it can actually start eating the foam. So you just got to make sure it's a water base and foam safe. Water base, foam safe. Well, that's pretty good slogan there. Yep, yo. Alrighty. So, and then what I also did is I made a little bit of a gauging utensil. So when I'm going around a turn here and I'm laying my center pieces, I can just lay it there and I know exactly where my center track is. And of course, two dudes in a train, my first piece of work here. If you want one, you can have one. Well, wait, that's not all. Alrighty there, so I guess we're getting ready to get started, so come join us.
Alright, so I'm going to start out here with our little centering guide. Take our T-pins and insert it here so I know what my true center line is. I have a few here ready to go. I'm going to take my piece of foam and we're going to cut down this center line.
Alright, I'll kind of hold it here. Alright, get off the center line there.
Getting off the center line.
There we go, flip it over. Yeah.
We're gonna set it in place right here, like so. Let's get some glue down.
Alrighty.
And I got my
Now,
spreader.
one thing about the cork and the foam, you're probably gonna have to worry about it like waving and stuff, right? I guess the cork, with it being a little denser, I guess it doesn't do that.
Well, it won't do it as much. It will bridge a small variance in the foam board a lot better than the foam will.
Okay.
But as we lay down the foam, we'll just have to go nice and easy so we don't push it down too hard and create any ripples.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Alright, tell you what, I'll go behind you and kind of smooth it out a little
I
bit.
think we're good. Now don't push down like this. You
Yeah.
give it a nice.
I'll give it a nice.
Yeah, you do this, you'll get.
Yeah, that's where you get your ripples at. Okay. Yeah, we got a few. How quick does this stuff dry?
Well, this is you have plenty of room to adjust. It takes about I believe it's a 20-minute set time on this glue, so
Okay.
there's still time to make adjustments.
Yeah, this just kind of forms right around to that curve.
Forms right in there.
Yeah.
And by cutting it in half, you see how you're able to make the turn without it curling up on you.
So then once you get the ballast on it and everything, it'll really start coming together.
There we go. That's how we're going to do it.
It's as easy as that. Let's get our handy dandy little tool. Well, I'm glad you got all these stick pins, man. I think we may use them all. Well, now that the roadbed's coming down, it's really starting to take a whole new dimension. I know we don't have much down yet, but it's starting to get the overall feel for it. And it's actually nice having an extra hand here helping you. Doing this by myself, I could see having a little bit of a problem with some of these curves, and it's like evolution should have made us with 3 hands. Now wait a minute here, I got a question. Should we be making separate pieces for our turnouts?
Not yet. So we're going to lay the see how you got to turn out here.
Yeah.
And then we'll come in with a piece of scrap
Okay.
on it, and then we'll lay it right on. So this will be set, and we'll be able to come back, lay it right on top, and we'll be able to
Just
trim
cut it
out for,
Okay.
for the turn.
Gotcha. Alrighty. That actually sounds like a plan and a half, and I think, and with the ballast in there and everything, it'd be beautiful, because of course, you're going to have a valley.
No.
Hook up the 2 maybe?
No, what we'll do is we'll come back
Oh yeah, and then
we'll,
trim
we'll
that.
just trim this. Yeah, I think from now we can cut it there, we can put it on a tripod, and then just
Yeah, play some music behind it, dance a little bit as we're doing this, and we'll keep going. Welcome back. Well, it's been a few days, and sorry, but our battery ran out in our camera. It happens. So, but in the meantime, we actually finished up the track here, and yeah, if you want to take a little tour, come on around, come on in. Yeah, I'm really liking it. How do you like it there, Ed?
like it pretty good. It's going to give us the cushion that we need and provide the sound dampening that we want. It's also going to give us the nice raised profile edge for when we lay down the ballast. It's going to have that nice look to it.
And I tell
Maybe
you,
do a quick little pan around, and then we'll set up to actually start laying down the track.
well here, yeah, well, let's do a little pan around, and like I said, we'll have here, like how we were talking about before, we have a little logging area, the spurs that are coming off for the loading and unloading, and this spur here is going to be for the logging camp. You know, got a little special thing going on there. Stay tuned on that one. I think you're going to like that. We got our river laid here. Obviously, I didn't paint it because it's going to be cut out. You can see where our bridges are going to be going. Our two spars here for our sawmill, and then our main line going through into our closet, or our tunnel. I'm sorry, that's a tunnel. And then the one that loops around over into our main town of Sarsaparilla. That's what we're going to name it, Town of Sarsaparilla. So, and then we have the one spar coming off to the back side, which is the cattle spur, if you want to call it that. And yeah, so tell you what, I'll move out of the way and we'll get a little drone view of the whole site there. So, camera person, do your work. Alright everybody, this is actually the closet area that we've cut into the wall out there. You're probably wondering what was behind the scenes here. Well, here it is. It's still kind of a work in progress, but as you can see here, I have the main line that comes in and out, and then what the work in progress is going to be is I have a line that's going to come off that goes off to the corner, another line that comes off to here, and then the inner cattle spur is just going to do like a 90-degree and end off right at the wall here. Now, I did not finish this up because I still have a lot to do. I want to do a rock face to the background here, and then maybe like a little maintenance area, and this is going to be kind of turned into a pseudo roadhouse. Where a lot of maintenance and stuff going on, but I still wanted to get the main line going in and out, which I do have, so that'll get us going until I can have more ideas per se with this area here. So yeah, just wanted to give you a little see here on what the progress was, so stay tuned for this one.
Well, we're getting all set up here to actually start laying track, and I've got here pretty much what I think we're going to need. If we want to take a quick look, we have got all our different turnouts, our our little crossover here, our flex strap. We have our T-pins, which we're going to use to hold down the track. We've got our glue, marker, and a knife. Now, something that's going to be very important are the track cutters. Now, these are really good track cutters to have because they actually cut the one end off completely flush. This is a pair of regular side cutters that most people have in their garage, in their toolbox, and these really don't work very well for cutting the track because it leaves both ends of the cut mushed down, and then you have to take a file and clean them all up, and just makes things very difficult. So these are out of here. We're going to be using these that we bought at the hobby store, and yeah, they're going to help us out tremendously when we make all of our cuts. I also have a little voltage meter, and that's just basically going to be checking for shorts. We'll really use this more when we're doing the electrical wiring, but it's kind of good to have right away so you know if there's a problem. We have our metal jointers for the track. We also have plastic ones here, and this will enable us to insulate certain sections of the track electrically, so that we don't have any shorts. For instance, in our reversing loop location, it would be a direct short if you just wired everything up direct. So that's what we need. We've got a little container here, and we'll be using this to store all the ties that we cut off at the end of our flex track when we start setting it in place, because you have to remove 1 or 2 ties from each section, and we'll be saving those because when we're ready to put the ballast in and our track is down in location, we're going to slip them back underneath, and you won't even notice that there was a gap there at one time.
Man,
So,
I'm excited. I'm excited.
it's almost time.
Yes, it is. In come the Gandy dancers. Time to lay the track. Time to earn our dollar. Alrighty.
So we're going to start over here with this first one.
Okay.
We'll basically start on this side and try to wrap our way all the way around.
Alright, so I guess the first thing
is a curved turnout,
The curved turnout.
which I have right here.
Alrighty, where are we at there? Now,
And we're going to have our glue.
tell you what, if I get some of those stick pins too.
Yep, stick pins. We got our
Okay, I see here we may need a couple
We'll
joiners
need
here.
joiners.
Okay, we'll bring our joiners over.
We'll bring both kinds,
Alrighty.
and we'll bring our cutters. All right. So the first thing we want to do is we want.
Come join us.
Come
join us.
So we want to have this, you know, looking at our foam road bed here, it's pretty much set where it needs to be. But we got to be careful when we place our turnout down that we don't have it here or back here to where you can see where it wants to spin off of our foam, because it's glued down and we cannot change. So we're going to be very careful. We're going to take our center line here, our center line here, and our center line here.
Now, would it be easier right now if we was to actually put track on each end just so we can see about maybe?
Well,
kinda
you
on
could do
that?
that, but then you'd have these long sections be in our way, and they would kind of be flopping around.
Okay.
We're going to just go ahead and do this. So,
Do a good eyeball there.
so
Yeah.
we know we got, and I'm just going to mark our location here temporarily. Right here. Right here.
And then here's
And right
the center
there.
one on there.
And we'll don't put in. So we're going to pull that out of the. There we go. Pull that out of the way.
Okay.
And we can now. Let's talk about this as well. We are going to glue this down, but we don't want to glue anywhere near our throw bar here.
Yeah.
This needs to be free to move back and forth, you know, because otherwise you'd never be able to switch to use the track. So I'm also going to put a
looks
bar
like
here and bar here, so we won't.
And we have to mind the turn points here also, which are located right there. You have 2 pivot points for your switch tracks. So see there? You don't want to get glue on those either. So we're going to put another set right there.
There we go.
Okay.
So let's get that out of the way. So we're just going to basically put some glue down here, and just one little spot up here.
Oh, did you open it up here?
I did.
Oh,
A little bit here.
and then what I'll do is I'll
And
come
then-
back and I'll kind of spread it around there. Alrighty.
All right. Put it in place.
And then we'll go ahead and get our stick pins.
Make sure while we still can move it around, we got it lined up. Looks good right there.
Okay. Now, some of these comes with an advantage of having a hole right in the center of the tire. This is where we take our T-pins and then just kind of hold it down nice and secured.
Okay, so that'll hold it in place. Now, this here, we're gonna park a train on.
Yes.
So we need to remove these metal clips.
Ah. Yeah, because we need our insulated, we're going to put our insulated jointers on because we want the ability to actually power this track down when it is not in use. So hence we're going to use the insulated jointers and run its own bus feed electrically to this spot and then have an on and off switch. Pretty much as simple as that. So, you can't take that off.
No,
can you?
well, that's okay, but you can put one on that side and it'll still work.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right. First piece is glued down. How about that? So,
Alright, so now
that you want to go ahead and start on this next. So let's just get an idea where the end of our track's going to be.
Now, would it be easier to have the movable
Should
rail
be on the
inside?
outside.
It should be on the
Yep,
outside.
the movable rail should be on the outside.
Okay, now
Now.
you guys are probably wondering what we're talking about movable rail. When it comes to flex tracks, you can see here that you can do any which way you want it to do. Obviously, you can't do it like this. But if you come in here close, you'll see that one rail is going to move. See how that works? So when you're putting in a curve, you want to concentrate this to the outside radius of the turn. And then when you hook up your next one, you actually offset the rails, insert it to this one, and then keep going.
So, now, let's check and see if we're going to have enough room.
Oh, it looks like I'm going to have to cut a tie off here.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and cut a tie off. So what you do is with these flex tracks, every other track, if you see here, is broken. Alrighty? And so that gives it the ability to flex. So what we're going to do is actually fish this back through and just cut off the first tie, that's all. So what you do is you flip this over, catch the backside, and just do a little small clip there, and there you go. And then we put that in our handy dandy little catch tray there, and we save that for later because we're going to be putting that right back on here, modified of course. Now you can see we have somewhere to work with. So you hold that down and we'll go ahead and insert this.
Okay, just stick the pin down. That's good enough. Let's just see before we put any glue down. Set this turnout in place down there.
Okay. Turn that in place down here.
Yep.
Oh, well, that's way over here.
It's way over, so we have enough room. Perfect.
Yeah,
So let's mark
way
the
over
end of our track. All right, now we can pull it out.
Okay, we all lined up.
Yep, we're lined up and we're in both sides. It's important to check. Yep, adjust as we go. You're getting kind of close to this side here, so
Yeah.
we keep it in the middle there.
Yeah, this Atlas Flex Track, the Code 100's got a nice little hole right dead center here to kind of help pin it down and get that curve properly. Look at that. Yeah, I don't even think we're gonna have to weight this down any, dude. You know?
Well, that's the advantage of using the T-pins.
Yeah.
Take the end of this first tie off. Now I want to get an idea where the end is going to be.
Sometimes you're going to come across these jointers here that are a little loose. What I do is pinch them long ways in my hand a little bit here, just kind of pinch it there. If you don't have the hand strength, you can just get a little needle nose pliers and it'll work there. Let me put the jointer in there. Oh no, okay, tell you what.
Just hold it.
I got it.
Alright, and here's the end of the track.
Well, we already got, what, 6 feet laid?
Alright, so now go ahead and get your joiner in.
Okay, let's drop that in there like so. Nah, that's still a little loose there. Yeah, you know what, let me go to the toolbox there real quick, and it seems like my fingers aren't strong enough neither. There you go.
Nice little pinch, not too much, or
No,
you'll
no.
never get it on.
Yep. Definitely liberal.
Yeah. Yeah, a little less glue next time.
Definitely liberal.
This little one. There you go, perfect.
That's our new tool.
That's right. So, Add to the tool list a little tiny screwdriver or an awl. And if you look closely, what we did here is we used this to get on the rail joiner and move it back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, while he's finishing up with that, I want to come over here. We have a little sneak peek in this box here. These are some Roland's little logging train. Open it up. Oh! Well, that was a fail. Give me the other box. Oh, I didn't take two.
Okay.
Now, if you want to look over here, we're going to give you a little sneak peek. Inside this box here, we have Roland's little logging train. Ta-da! We're going to take one of these cars here, and I think I'm going to go with this one right here. I kind of like this one. It's a pretty neat car. That's a mighty big log there. Alright, so we're going to use this just to see how good our flow is.
Alrighty.
Alright. Goes through the turnout perfectly well.
Look at that.
It doesn't hang up. We'll try the other route. What, we hit something there. Let's try that again. Oh, there we go. I guess I was pushing a little too hard. Goes through nice and smooth. Alright.
Yeah, it's hit. Oh, wait a minute. Go back.
Yeah, it's the hooks. You gotta bend them up a little bit.
Yeah.
But wheel wise, it's
big
fine.
time. Yeah, it's
Wheel wise, it's fine.
Yeah, just gotta take that
Okay.
off.
So if you adjust that, and you got them on both sides. Let's find a car that doesn't have any of those issues. I'm gonna use this one here.
Okay.
All right. Well, so much for that.
There you go.
Nice and smooth. Doesn't hang up.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it sounds good.
Alrighty. That is our first section of track.
Nicey nice. Nicey nice.
Well, now that you've seen us do that,
About another 100 more feet to go.
another 100 or then some.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and proceed. Enjoy the show.
Alrighty. Man, we are moving right along here, everybody. Yeah, as you can see here, we got most of the track is laid. This wood glue that we're using, the tight bond, actually it's pretty good stuff. It kind of glues, gets tacky quick, dries quick, and it's clear. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, come take a look at all this intricate crossover section over here that seems to be working out right nice. Lots of insulated joints. We got an insulated joint here. We got one here, because these is where most of the reverse loops are going to be happening at. So there's going to be a lot of electrical going on here. But all in due time. So now we're moving on to around over to the corner here, around to our crossover. Right now we're about to ready to put a three-way down here and see how that goes. So how you guys liking it so far? Bring in them viewers. Send in those comments.
Alright, so what's next?
Alrighty, so as you can see, you know, we're just pretty much the same aspect as the other one. What I do is right here we got another insulated joint here, because this is going to be another reverse loop. So what I do is I just kind of line it up, take a couple stick pins, you know, mark my ends so I don't over glue them, and then so I don't forget again the areas where the crossover happens, you know, because this is actually quite intricate in here. That's wow. But anyway, so yeah, then I just kind of set it off to the side, put a little bit of glue.
Oh, you did it again.
Unbelievable. I was just talking about it and did it. I'm supposed to do this half, not this half. Oh boy. Alright, towel. Yeah, just clean it up. That's all. There you go. Actually that'll work out because I got, no, gotta do a little bit more here. Because I got a straight piece here. So, okay, that'll work. I'll keep that little bit there because that'll glue this little piece down. Over this side, Roland. Alrighty. And then just kind of spread it out a little bit. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll just slide them into the insulated jointers there. See if that'll work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's remove my two end pieces there. And then just pin it down. And we can hit this one up back here. And then for poops and giggles, we will throw one right here. Okay. Alright, send that train around. Let's see how we are here. Okay. Okay, look like we hit the center one. Let's see if I move that over to there. Nope, I'm still on the center one. Let's move that over to there. Oh, then that gets switched over to there, to the right one. Now let's switch it over to there. And that's the left one. It seems to all be working. No derailments here. And that switches off over to there. Man, this is turning out right nice. So yeah, we'll keep continuing. We're in the home stretch. We just got around the town, around the mountain area here, around the saw area. So yeah, we are moving right along. We're going to come back and give you the final tour. Until then. Alrighty, we are back and we are done. We are done doing our job for the week. Get our dollar for the day, you know. But us Gandy dancers have done our job. We have laid all the track, as you can see here. All the intricate spots are taken care of. Now, obviously, all of the throwouts aren't in yet. All of the automated throwouts aren't in yet. That's a whole different episode. Today was just getting the track laid. So what do you think, Ed?
Well, I think you got a layout.
No doubt. We have a layout. The town of Sarsaparilla. And yeah, from here, what's next? What's next from here?
What's next now is to get everything wired.
Okay.
That'll be a major undertaking because we have, from what I counted, 3 reversing loops.
3 reverse loops. So I got to play around with my Arduino and some servo relays. I'm going to try and take an infrared and integrate it within the track, so when the train goes past it, it'll automatically reverse the polarity. All done through Arduino. .com. Then what else? There's the reverse loops. We have all of the oh, I got to integrate my programming track, which is going to be, I think we picked it out, the one right there, the bus, the the controller. I got to find out where I want to put my controller. I have no idea where I even want to put that yet. But Ed did come up with a good idea though. We're going to go right back there in the corner. What else?
Well, we have to decide which turnouts are going to be hand throws and which turnouts are going to be electrically controlled.
Yeah.
For instance, the turnout in the back here, that's going to be hard to reach.
Sorry.
Yeah, low-flying aircraft. That turnout should be controlled electronically.
Yeah, along
so we'll
with
put a switch motor on that, and then we'll put a switch motor on this so that they both row simultaneously.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I came up with a program already with Arduino that integrates 2 servos throwing switches. I ought to show you that. But yeah, I basically have it off of one button controlling both of these servos, controlling the turnouts.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so this will be one side. All of these are going to be pretty much hand throws or manual throws, which I got little 18th century throw turns for it. So where else would we need one?
We have the one in the back there, and then you have 2 in the closet area, which is going to be for a kind of a hidden parking spot for 2 of your locomotives.
Yes.
So you can park them away in there, and to also incorporate a power button, because being DCC and sound, you want to park them in there and be able to turn off the track power to just that little section.
Yeah.
That way it's not just sitting there chuffing, using the power.
And you were also talking about that, integrating our spurs
Correct.
here. You also,
So we insulated each one of the spurs, so that if you park a train there and leave it for a while, you can turn the track power off.
Yep.
For the same reason.
So hence saying, my whole control panel over there will be able to turn these on or off accordingly. So I can have a locomotive sit over here and not have it run.
We did the same thing on these 2 spurs here.
Yep, for the sawmill. And for the cattle spur. And we also integrated a decoupler, which is a little magnet that if you have the right type of
The Katy metal couplers.
Yeah, the Katy metal couplers, it'll actually separate them. Dude, you should have seen me. I was amazed. You know, it's like new wave technology off of magnets. But it was very slick, so we got that integrated into that. You don't even see it's there. It's so slick. But that's able for me to drop the cars off for the cattle, do what they need to do, and press on and come back for them later. I may be getting some more of those for over here. I don't know. Wow. For only, what should we pay for those? Like $7?
$7.
$7 for a magnet. But it's the proper type of magnet. It's set up to where it'll throw them off to the sides.
So I think all this confusing tracker is all reachable.
Yeah, all reachable.
So if you want to pull a train in here, you can use a pick tool to decouple it.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I think really the only location you really needed it was back there, because that's a 4-foot reach.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be really
It would be hard to go fishing over there with a rod trying to decouple stuff. Totally get it. Totally
so
get it.
as we completed each section, we ran our little test car over each section to make sure that there was no kinks in the track, no gaps.
Yeah.
Glided easily through each of the turnouts.
Make sure we didn't offset by missing some of our, which I did do over there, and we had to go back and redo it. After all of that, 10 minutes later we're running a car over it, and yep, I made a boo-boo. So luckily it was still a little wet with the glue to where, yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess.
So let's talk about this river here.
Oh yes.
We also have to kind of think about now cutting out our river area, and you can see here we didn't put the foam roadbed through. We're gonna try to cut it out. I believe it'll be possible. We'll cut each section out and then go underneath, cut the section of the foam, and then we'll cut the track, build a nice little bridge in each location. We have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Build some nice little bridges.
In real life, when they made a bridge, was it actually sectioned or did they run the hard line clean over it?
Well, the bridge would have been built ahead of time, and then they would have come through with their track lane equipment. The bridge would already be there, and then they would just go over it.
All right, so we could possibly get slick about it and just come up from underneath it without even having to cut the track.
Well, we can. That's what we're going to try to do to avoid having too many joints.
Yeah. But yeah, that bridge over there, we're going to have to replace that one.
Because this is actually a joint between two.
Oh, well then we'll
so
just
this will be a removable bridge.
Yeah, that'll just be.
It won't be permanently in place. It'll just be able to be set in and removed in the event that you need to tear the layout down.
And then what we'll do is take a wire connection underneath the table here to where we can unplug it and plug it in.
Correct.
You know.
Now we also made sure to make all of our track and our joints, with the exception of a few places, and these we'll just have to cut with a Dremel tool.
Yeah.
Right.
But dude, this is something else. I think I caved in the table a little bit. Trying to reach that back there. Yeah. No worries. We'll just put a little extra plaster there. Well, well, well. Alrighty, man. I think that's an episode.
That's the end of this episode.
Well, I hope you guys are enjoying our journey through Roland's logging and two dudes in a train. And don't forget to subscribe. Please keep viewing there and hit that
Hit the like button.
hit that like button, whatever that is over there. And please give us your comments and support your local hobby store. And this is Ed. I'm Roland for Two Dudes in a Train. Until next time.